Paul Young underway.
Macca, it was the short stuff that worked for them in the second ODI.
Outside edge, down to third.
It's really important here, Macca, in this period where the Netherlands have got their first wicket.
Edged, nicely played with soft hands. Work for Fred Klassen to do, and he does really well. The big left armour, good strong throw. 4 runs from the over, 21 for 1. That's a good leave. It's almost like test match batting in a way, isn't it? Being selective.
And when you get conditions like that, exactly right, Macca, you have to take certain shots out of your toolkit.
Up and over, no timing at all from Will Young. But he's managed to find the ground and will pick up a single. Good area there, Logan Van Beek.
Well, I was calling for spin, but when your seamers are bowling this well, there's no need for spin.
Back in 2017, so he's got some good memories of this ground and a performance on it.
Oh, it's a beautiful
It'll be very interesting just to see if there's any purchase or grip.
And also on a slow wicket in the field, he's got mid off back. He's got almost like a mid wicket in. You'd think that on a slow surface, maybe you'd opt for a cover back.
That's good use of the pace by Will Young. Just open the face of the bat and let it slide off on the sweep. Finds that man back at deep square leg. Oh, there's trouble here. Young has to go. Direct hit, he got there. He's quick and he had to be.
He's been given the warning by Edwards. That's what he'll look for.
Oh.
Instead it's Finn. Short cover, no run taken.
On it.
Back out. Good way to finish the over for Floyd. 2 boundaries to start. Dot, 1, dot, dot. 41 for 1. That'll be a wide, so the free hit stands. 1 run added. Went for the swing, misses out completely, Will Young. Tries again, misses again. Times when the ball was just holding in this old pitch. I think that's why that short mid-wicket position, Katie's so crucial here. I'll get a couple here on the misfield. That's pretty clumsy work, really.
You sort of feel...
Scampers through for a signal to finish the delayed over. New Zealand 47 for 1. Up here at Seddon Park today. Career of Ross Taylor. Front and centre. It's a nice shot cut away.
He's got a good ability to get up and over. Good variations.
Use the feet, that's a good shot. Hit hard, well timed. Probably the best timed shot he's hit today.
Quick shuffle. He's done so well to get that there, Will Young. He's nearly yorked himself, but he's got such good hands.
Yeah, Freddie.
Good noise.
Yeah, I heard that cheering. It's not often you hear a cheer from the crowd for the win of the toss, but that's all right. Watch their last game of cricket for the summer here at Seddon. Ease down to third man this time. Puffer jacket. The captain in. St. Lar concedes a single to start. Tough week, or couple of days, I think, for Peter St. Lar.
Ready?
And he does so much in this team as well, Scotty.
Delayed now. Set up and turned around the corner for one. I spoke about the regeneration of New Zealand cricket. Will Young.
It's a good point about the development, Scotty.
Well, I remember last summer too, talking to Stephen Fleming, former captain of New Zealand. We spoke about things he would have done differently before. So by the time these players are wearing black or wearing the fern in the test match or one day or T20 arenas. Last ball of the 16th over, and that'll be run down to third man. Just the single taken, New Zealand to move on to 69 for one. Just the names there, Katie. It does send a shiver down your spine, doesn't it, as a potential manager, thinking you're walking to a team with Baz, Vittori. Oh, well fielded. Yeah, and I think...
Frankie.
That's a nice shot from Young to finish, a shot of certainty. 74 for one. Did you forget your dictionary again? Told you to carry it with you.
Ball. Putso.
Then it brings in the opportunity.
Puppy. You're in.
Yeah, sharp fielding. Down the ground, checks the shot.
Like it.
Martin Guptill.
On the second ODI here.
Waiting.
So they nearly doubled their score in the back half of...
To Australia yesterday, the Women's World Cup final in the last 10 overs, however.
Lovely.
It was enough to get the job done. Into the 19th over, it's 83 for one. Be enough to sharpen his focus. And speaking of a sharp focus, that's one bounce for straight as a die, Will Young.
Just a couple of shuffles out. So he would have had that dead die. He's got to the pitch of the ball, so he's negated any spin. That would have happened.
Rip on, don't let him settle in. He can put 6 on the dot if you let him.
It's been one of the highlights of the innings so far, is the ability of the New Zealand batters to use length away from the spinner.
Wait. Pick him up.
Well, it allows you to rotate, doesn't it? It allows you to get down and get the balls down the ground for the easy singles. There he was looking to get down there, realised it wasn't there.
People also think using your feet means running down the pitch and trying to slog it for 6. Done it really well.
Wait, yeah.
There's exactly what you're talking about there, Craig McMillan. That is gapping.
Yeah, Vic.
Oh, look for 3. Guptill comes back. He will score, and he will score at a decent enough clip. Another big motivator, I think, for Guptill to be there. If he can outlast Young, he'll get to bat with his mate. What was it referred to?
Right.
Food corner.
Not food, foo.
Oh, foo. It's like food. Why is it called foo? And it was all of a sudden the very papery grass that you get out there at the moment, with just a fraction of that moisture on it, then becomes slightly grippier. That's lovely, that. There's some good use of your feet, Mac, and hitting it for 6.
use of the feet. It doesn't get any better than hitting straight down the ground all the way for 6. Such a safe shot. Got to the pitch of a good swing of the bat. That is very, very good.
To where I was going with that is I just feel that if you can create a pitch that creates a contest, the batting skill is still such that
Cricket was 227, Rick.
Yep.
nicely done, Will Young. He's brought up his 50. Backing up a very good century in the first game.
It's a good problem to have, Rig. You've got players performing, putting pressure on the incumbents.
Currently the New Zealand Cricket chairman. And since being the CEO of New Zealand Cricket, he seems to have been the CEO of goodness knows whatever as well. You name it, he's probably the CEO. Oh, that's clever. That's a single, though. But Kane Williamson will play it with the full face of the bat. The player's so late and so soft-handsy that it'll just dribble down there. There's Dot. Only bowled 3 overs in the last game. This could be 4. No, it's not. It'll be 2, but it was hit very well.
No! Very nice, very nice.
Still finding those boundary riders. So well placed.
One-day international players.
Didn't time it brilliantly, but short boundary straight was good enough.
Never tried to keep it down. It was happy hitting it in the air and just got enough elevation to clear mid-on. Short boundary straight.
Waiting.
It's turning.
Waiting.
148 for 1.
On it.
Actually, that's a reasonable point. If you've got wickets, if you've got 9 wickets, or even 8.
Yep.
Oh, went for the quicker one again. But Young was up to it. That's 30 gone. 154 for 1.
Let's resurrect that first spell.
Yep. 2.
You, Maxie. Certainly haven't seen
in.
anywhere near the turn
Go.
we may have expected after.
Let's resurrect that first spell.
Yep. 2.
You, Maxie. Certainly haven't seen
in.
anywhere near the turn
Go.
we may have expected.
Yeah, 350's heavy. I reckon, Scotty, from here, that is heavy total.
Zimbabwe. The first and only time they've chased more than 250. So break it down. Get to 250 first of all. See where you're at in terms of overs remaining.
I think that every player likes to go out on a high. Likes to go out on triple figures, but I don't think that changes the mark of the man.
It's been a workmanlike performance. This one will fall just short. And a misfield to boot from Max O'Dowd. That's going to come back for it.
We mentioned that total of 300. They'll be eyeing significantly over that.
Oh, waiting.
Peter Suller persisting with those 2 close infielders, short extra cover and deep point.
Oh, house.
And he's missed out on that one, Will Young. End of the over, 165 for 1.
Oh, no.
Oh, Young backed away, flung the bat at it. Might consider himself a tad lucky there. playing for the genuine love of the sport. That is a cracking shot. Is it enough? Oh, it's just dropped. I don't think Max O'Dowd was aware of where the boundary rope was, to be honest. I think he thought he was falling over it. Got away with free hits earlier in the match, and he's done well here, Bustelator. Falling straight, slower. Will Young digs it out for a single. Floyd to take up the attack from the city end, and Will Young says, why did you bother? It helped that he got a half track at a start.
Yep.
Oh, that's close. That is close.
Wait.
Talking about the road cones, there is a great opportunity for the Netherlands to get a sponsorship there, isn't there? Just the white stripes on the pants, and then maybe on the top condone that outfit.
Oh, it's sensational.
35 gone, 183 for one.
Yep.
Comes down the pitch this time, Young. Can't quite get hold of it. And he's been tonked. Long on it, just come up into mid-on. And Martin can sort of say, Will Young says thanks very much. 197 for one. That's the last delivery, and Will Young, aware that the fielder had just come up, decided that's my area. Bustelator.
Got to put it down to fantastic batting from these two. They weathered the storm. They weathered a storm where the ball...
We can hit anything, and they couldn't in the end. Guptill will come back for a couple. Will Young.
It's not a 350 pitch.
Oh, Young gets hit. That one leapt up. Class, and he has that ability. That is a thunderous blow from Will Young. That is so dismissive of the bowler. It really is.
He got the length he wanted, and he's absolutely battered this one past Klaassen. And normally you see a high elbow. He's clearing the leg now.
Chops it down. And Guptill is starting to struggle on the single now. It's 205 for one.
The capability of going real big and beyond that 100 mark.
Well, he might get a chance now. He is on strike to Michael Rippon. As Rippon tries to bring back his economy rate here. Oh, Young hits it straight past the bowler. Rippon got a little fingertip on that.
Waiting.
And all that he's achieved. 203-run partnership between Young and Guptill.
Wait.
Apologies to Will Young. He's been the forgotten man of this conversation over the last over, but he's there on 95. Will Young comes down the ground and brings up a second one-day international century. And one of the greatest of all time bears witness to the moment. Two central stags in the middle together, and Will Young underscores his potential. It's 227 for two.
Oh, here we go. It's have fun time now.
Two with the type of bounce. Boy, it is go time.
He's got all the shots, hasn't he? Now we go onside. You won't feel that. It's a short boundary outside, and that's six more. And Van Beek's in big trouble.
So tall, slower delivery. He's picked that up so well. He's nearly sunk that in the rubbish bin.
got to go to that sort of T20 defence now for Van Beek. That was wide block hold attempt. Took some pace off it as well. It's just about balls. Over the last couple of years.
Hold again, mate.
Offside will be the plan. They issue that to both these players. If they bowl anything that's, let's say, even down that offside channel, but is a good length. There was no heroics today, but what does it matter? There have been so many of them over the years. And his job will be to try to get Young off stripe. Young's weighted this one really well and will come back for 2. Close, that is really close and it's out. Young has been dismissed for 120 and it's taken a very, very good piece of bowling. But we'll have to wait to make it official.
Ball tracking coming up, Christopher. Pitching outside, impact in line, wickets hitting. You'll be staying with your original decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen. Signal down.
I thought he looked a little bit disgruntled when they asked to review that. Umpire Gaffney, and that's why. He was bang on the money, as was the ball. Will Young gone for 120. As he made an impact, getting an opportunity in this 3 One Day International Series. Brilliant stuff. 260 for 4.